interesting, but here's where we are. We are over Barbourville. I have finally had some success, and let me report to you that G2XPL, where it was dropping the image files for the .ter files, I saw inside of the readout that it was either creating or appending or fixing a previous creation. I said, what? Fixing a previous creation? I didn't know about that. Well, of course, I don't know about a lot of things, but the bottom line is, all right, I've already got 19, LOD 19, that halted 1 second from being finished, and then I get warnings when I load up X-Plane as I fly over Barbourville that there were missing image files for the .ter files that were listed. And I said, oh man, the last second it screwed up, and then I remembered today, about an hour ago, that I had seen, going back over and looking at the output files that I kept. By the way to keep your output files is to, if you're using G2XPL, let me just continue this. Yes, I know my GTN 750 is not working, but let me show you what is. And yes, I used the upgrade files. No, we're gonna go around. I don't want, this is too good. So here we're gonna go back towards the west, towards Corbin. We're over Barbourville, and you'll recall that Barbourville has like 2,500 people in it, but it is the county seat, and therefore the courthouse is right where you'd expect it to be. And we're gonna fly over Barbourville using the I-25E as our waypoint, as you will. We're at only 2,500 feet, so let's get up a little bit higher and then come back down. And let me put us on at least autopilot, heading no, but out yes. Okay, so we're over 25E, which is the highway from the farm to Barbourville, and from Barbourville to Corbin, and from Corbin to I-75 straight up to Lexington. You are now looking at the result of running my G2XPL through. This is 25E ahead of us. G2XPL, you're looking at the result of running G2XPL through my existing faulty site recording, thinking that, okay, I've just given up 2 gigabytes, and that's, you know, that screws things up big time. Well, when I read that G2XPL can not only create scenery, look at the air down there, those are cold train, can not only create scenery as long as you tell it where, but it will also repair what was missing. And so I want you to check this out. Look at that, Union College. That's higher definition than what I created for Prepared 3D. We're gonna go fly out outbound on this course a bit, come around so you can see the detail of the G2 XPL going through the entire file and say, well, you got this, you got this, you got this. Well, wait a second, there's just 4 tiles you need. Let me fix that for you. And you're looking at the result. So let's come around a little bit. We'll throw some flaps down here. And yes, I know I'm going a little bit steep, but so what? Alright, that should put us on a reciprocal course. And yes, I know this is for all of Barbourville. I told it I wanted a 4,500 meter picture, if you will. And from the center of someplace in where is the football field? Well, shoot. Wait, is it down there? Oh, by the way, there's a water park down here. What? We don't have trains like that. But it's nice to think that we could. Yes, that's 25E. Let's come back around. There's the tennis courts for the college. And where was the football field? We're going to keep it about 2,000 feet. And the reason I think the GTN is not working because I'm not properly referring to the location of the database. That seemed to be the case when I was... that's Barbourville.
I'm going to the apartment.
Oh, thank you. That was my wife saying I'm going to the apartment, to Mama Carnes Museum, which you saw we flew out of a couple of times before. Where? There's a baseball. Oh, there it is. There it is. So look at the detail on the football field. That's the practice field. So we're going to come around and I've never seen, you see, the photo scenery that I created in P3D was just that, photo scenery, and that's it. Nothing stuck up out of the earth unless I created it. Well, guess what? That's not the way X-Plane works. I got a lot of learning to do in X-Plane, because not only does terrain have graphics, but it's also got now let's see, if we look to our right here, we should be able to see the courthouse. It's all there, and it's all in high detail. The question is, do I really need LOD 19, or could I get away with LOD 18? And that's yet to be resolved. I think I'll create one with LOD 18. Okay, now, so goal achieved. Yes, I have to fix the GTN, but I think that's just, as I said, a matter of fixing the location for the look what we got here, folks. Look what we have here, and it's exactly in the right spot. Yep, that's what I drew 10 years ago by walking off the entire shopping center, creating a file, and notice that, guess what we have down there? We have parking lot. And so there's the IGA. Notice every store has its own honest to God storefront. Yay! Now there's one flaw here. Well, there's probably several, but the big flaw is there's several. There's the big flaw. That needs to be moved somehow, the Parkway Plaza, to where it belongs, and I screwed up there. So let's head on back to the farm. I'm not sure that I've given it the ATC stuff that it needs, but what we're gonna do, oh, there was also on this road right here, there's 25E. On this road right here is the bus garage that I also created in 3D, again 10 years ago, and learned how to convert it with Model Converter X in P3D. So we're following the road here that will take us, which is parallel to 25E over there. We're following this road. It's going to take us to a school, and right after the school is going to be the bus garage, if I figured out how to get it included in the scenery. I think it's right down there. It is, but guess what? It's not in the scenery yet. That's photo scenery of the bus garage. We'll figure that out. So let's get back up. I only went as far as I know, Bimble. That was 4,500 meters, which is about 3 miles. Let's come up just a little bit, and let's fly to, we're heading east generally, and let's fly to the north of I-25E. It's not I-25E. It is 25E. It is a state road, but it is 4-lane. And we're heading out to the farm. Now it should cut off, because I don't have my GTN working, I can't tell you precisely how far we are from it, but it should cut off about 3 miles using the center of the radius that I created in Google Earth Pro. It gives you a radius function, and I wonder if I did put in 117.5. Let's see. Oh, that's okay. I don't want VLOC. I want there. 117. I think it was. Come on. Don't you go down to 117? Oh. Really? That's weird. You know what? I've gotten lost. And since I do not have my GTN working, and I don't have any reference to, there's 1A6 directly ahead, south. We need to gain some altitude here and see if we can find it by, let's see, that's 35 miles. Let's change the range ring to 2015. And let's go back to the east. Now, I don't have any landmarks. The only thing I got is the fact that I know I put a beacon at the airport. So, how's our fuel situation? 10 gallons. Ah, there it is. There it is, I believe. Okay. We're at 2,000 feet. That's about pattern altitude here, because the farm is 1,100 feet, I believe I said it. I still have to figure out, you know, and when you're doing scenery in prepared 3D or FSX, you let's bring her down. You have to decide whether you're going to flatten and where you're going to flatten, and you were flattening the runways. Here in X-Plane you're flattening the airport, and I don't really understand what flatten means when you're flattening the airport. Is it the boundary that describes where the flatten is? Pardon me. Don't know. Pretty, isn't it? It's where I live. I wish you could see it in 3-screen. They did such a beautiful job with this Cessna. Alright. So we're going to be coming in on runway 3. And let's bring our speed back. And decrease our descent a little bit, and we should be able to put some flaps in now, and a little bit more. Let's trim for descent, and there she blows. Now notice that we could not Could not. Yes, I do have ILS here. It's 117.55. I'm going to have to figure out how to create ATC markings. Alright, let's give it a little heat. And where's our landing lights are on. Taxi light is on. Shame on me, I've been flying. Now do you see to our right here? There's no way that we could do a 3-degree slope. There's just no way. I'm going to put the compass on the next piece of scenery right there. Esco's Market. That is drawn, but I haven't figured out how to... there is the farmhouse, and that is the museum. Unfortunately, it is flattened more than it should be. The museum was drawn with a big basement, so that because of the hilliness, and we're under 40 there. Let's put a little bit of elevation there, and hello. I wonder if this works like see, we can't have those lights standing up. They need to be embedded. What do we do about that? If we have there should be a tag here. That for this object we could, and Matt was Matt's Avgas I put in. Matt was a student of mine. Well, not a student. Well, yeah, he was a student of mine because I was also a student teacher. But he rode on my bus, and he lived far north. Now we're going to see. Are we close enough? We are close enough in P3D to fill up. Are we close enough to fill up here? Nope. I wonder if it's flight, start engines, request ground service.
Try a bigger airport for service.
Well, excuse me. Try a bigger airport for service. So how do I fill up with guys? Let's go to flight, weight and balances. It looks like we've got nothing in terms of payload, and we need to oh, this is where you can fill up the fuel tanks. All right, so we're going to fill up with this guy, and we should go done. It looks like we're carrying maximum weight. So 530 weight for payload. Let's bring that back. Let's give ourselves like 10%. And did we get gas? We did indeed. Okay. Well, thank you, Guy. We appreciate it. And now I need to learn how to spawn planes to let them fly in and out of here. And yay, we have now LOD 19. Possibly we can get away with LOD 18 from G2XPL. We have learned that G2XPL can not only create scenery, but if it drops some frames, some graphics or TER files, then you can go back in to the same file with your 99.9% of everything you need, but that one little bit missing. In this case, in my case, there are 4 tiles out of literally thousands. And I put it through again, and it picked up those 4 tiles, and you saw what happened. So this is about the right time of day here. Well, maybe it's a little bit late. I wonder if that works. 55 degrees sounds right. UTC time 23:12. That sounds right. Let's see. It is. I hate to do this. Kills the immersion, but it's the only way. It's 2:08, so we're -5. So it's actually 7:08 or 19:08 UTC time. And what are we reading here? 23:13 UTC, if I'm reading that right. Well, cool beans. A triumph after many days of frustration. So thanks for sharing it with me, and in live. I was going to do this on Facebook, but hey, Facebook only shows you 720p, and this is 1080p. So we will say thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing my mini triumph, and I'll try to get the RXP set up and good to go. And there we go. And let's go here. Are we recording? It says we are. And we are broadcasting, and this is Chaz, November 146 Charlie Hotel, signing off. Take care.